I thought what she was saying on energy policy at the conference had merit. Now, of course, the Greens are in a tiz because Jacob Rees-Mogg has been put in charge of the whole energy portfolio. I mean, what is happening there? I thought the energy initiatives were quite sound.
No, I think that's her strongest card. I mean, there's nobody that disapproves of, well, firstly, the energy price cap she's brought in, which is going to cost us a fortune, but it's going to stop people from freezing to death this winter and stop companies from going out of business. So that's actually very welcome. And secondly, the idea that we are not just energy secure in terms of producing all our own energy, but actually have enough to sell to other countries afterwards. I mean, it's only the green lobby and the net zero people who are screaming and shouting about this, but actually, you know, it's the right way, and there's very little argument within our own party about it.
The trouble, you know, I mean, the trouble is there are thousands of businesses across the UK buckling under rampant inflation and flagging consumer demand. Is there going to be a growing corporate casualty list? And then will trust be blamed? I mean, factories across Europe and Britain have cut back production because of soaring energy prices, all of which you and I warned would happen. And everywhere soaring energy prices make production unprofitable. Will Liz Truss capping energy bills make any difference to this?
I think so. I mean, just to kind of put it in household perspective rather than a business one, but it's worse businesses. We're looking now at about £2,500 a year for households as a result of the energy cap. If she hadn't done that, we were looking at least £6,000 a year per household, which you know, is an astonishing amount. I mean, most people couldn't actually afford it.
Yeah, well done. Well done, net zero.
Multiplied for businesses. Well
done to the renewables, eh? Oh, come on. I mean, that tide's gone out. Just coming back to that business closure point that I made, do you feel and do you know that there's a wave of business closures washing over the UK? You've got surging costs. You've got weakening customer demand, cafes, bakeries, breweries, bookstores, pubs, fish and chip shops closing their doors. I note that over 250,000 UK companies stopped trading in the first half of this year, 40% more than in the first 6 months of pre-pandemic 2019. How do you turn that around?
It's difficult. I think she's turned it around in the energy side, but that, of course, is not the only problem with cost of living. There's a whole supply chain issue now around the world, which is bunging up prices everywhere. You can't even get, you know, kind of improvements done to your house. We haven't been actually multiple what they were last year. And it's, you know, and food as well. You know, there's obviously no food price cap. And I would say that the average kind of food basket, if you like, is up 50% from what it was. And that's just from me going shopping, you know. But it's so you know, there are all sorts of cost problems feeding through. I think actually her intervention has taken away the worst of it. I think we're probably okay. I mean, it's still going to be bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be a complete catastrophe. But it was. And of course, if that happened, it would have been over.
The figures I've seen are frightening. I mean, France, which has reported numbers similar to those in the UK, reported 183,530 businesses. 183,530 businesses closed in the first 6 months of this year.